While I didn't think my opponent could beat me, low turnout absolutely could, and this has been an ultra low turnout election.
Heavily favored to prevail in her runoff for Harris County Judge, former Houston Mayor Annise Parker was absolutely blindsided Tuesday. Her political comeback bid spiked by Democratic voters who instead chose former City Council member Letitia Plummer. Plummer, viewed by the energized left wing of the party as the more progressive option. Her top policies documented with the League of Women Voters as, quote, decarceration, cite and release of criminal offenders, and transfer of resources from traditional law enforcement to non-police emergency responders. Republican nominee Orlando Sanchez welcomes the stark contrast he will offer voters come November.
I think we need to respect families, protect families, and hold criminals accountable. And to hold criminals accountable, you have to have peace officers that are ready to serve the community, apprehend the violent perpetrators, take them to the county jail, adjudicate them, convict them, and move them out.
Sanchez, a former councilman and county treasurer, is both an immigrant and fully bilingual, qualities which could help him draw healthy support from the Latino community. Panel, what's your point? I'm going to start with you, Bill. What did Annise do wrong? Was there anything that she should have done that could have turned this election?
Well, this was always about turnout. I don't really agree with your assessment that it was progressive versus more progressive. I really think this was a racial issue because CD 18 had the runoff and they had a lot of reason to go vote. So the turnout was much higher in those boxes and was very low every place else in the county. I think that's why she lost the race. The turnout here was 5%.
So what you're saying is that she lost the race when she didn't get 50 in the primary?
She probably did, and the only thing they could have done in the runoff was to spend every dime they had on turnout, and I never saw that campaign developing. I'll tell you, this issue about decarceration is going to be an interesting one. I would encourage Letitia to go look at the Harris County Jail dashboard. It tells you exactly how many people are in there and what their offenses are. Currently, as of this morning, 60% are violent offenders and 90% are in there for felonies.
Quickly, I got to go to Sid Hill because, you know, LULAC. Doesn't matter whether you're Republican or Democrat. You know, you guys have a tough decision to make here.
Yeah, no, absolutely. We believe in making sure criminals are in jail, but you know, there's the typical Republican sound bites are going to surface in this race, defunding the police and catch and release and all this kind of stuff. But you know, you got to give it context. I mean, Letitia Plummer was endorsed twice by the heavily Republican HPD union, and also during the George Floyd murder that we all witnessed on TV, they were working at reforms and trying to do things better and to ensure things like this don't happen again. So I think she's going to have to neutralize those arguments or those Republican sound bites. But one thing about Letitia Plummer, she's very engaging.
Final 30 to you.
First off, congratulations, Letitia. I told them on the show about your community outreach and about how you stood with us against the I-45 project, even when Turner threatened you and didn't want you to. How you stood up with us when they wanted to make a historic district in 3rd Ward and we did not want it because we did not want our seniors to lose their homes because of the guidelines that were made criminal if you did not follow them, and how much I appreciated that. And then when